Okay, everybody, this is a raw lasagna. My wife's in the process of making me. She basically took some zucchini and sliced it with this slicer, and she just laid it down there, and then she made this tomato sauce out of tomatoes and what else?
Dates, Italian seasoning, lemon.
Dates, Italian seasoning, and lemon.
Yeah, a few other things.
Okay, recipe will be below. Now she has this nut cheese that she's made out of macadamia nuts. And
That's
this
not to be perfect, but I'm just...
yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. This recipe tastes like lasagna.
Yeah, it actually does.
Really amazing.
Like real lasagna.
This recipe came from where?
TheRawChef.com.
TheRawChef.com.
Yeah, I saw his recipe a few years back, actually, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And this is the only lasagna we've been really making.
Yeah, so we have zucchini, we have the tomato sauce, we have the nut cheese. This one's made with macadamia nuts.
Yeah.
And then we have some soaked walnuts that are made into,
The type, like a meat substitute.
instead of using meat, we'll use that. This is a vegan lasagna, or raw vegan lasagna.
You can just use the hands, but you can use a spoon either way.
Yes. And this really is a treat. It's not something to eat every day. It's with the nuts.
Yeah, it turns cheese.
A lot of nuts. So don't do this every day, but it's certainly a nice treat. And then from there, we put some one more layer, and
It's a basil spinach pesto.
a basil spinach pesto.
Doesn't have to be perfect either, but
Yeah, because this is going to be closed with a layer of zucchini on the top.
well, there's gonna be 2 layers.
2 layers.
Yeah.
Wow. Very filling. This,
Perfect.
in a restaurant, a vegetarian restaurant, would cost a lot. It's not that expensive to do here at home. So again, this is a treat. This isn't something you want to eat every day, but certainly a nice treat. So this is the next layer of zucchini noodles.
Process starts all over again.
So then you do the same thing over again. So it's a double layer lasagna. Wow. Do the same process again. Again, this doesn't take too much time to make, and literally it tastes, there's no cooking involved, folks. It tastes like lasagna. It's not the traditional pasta people are eating. It's just made with zucchini noodles. So this is on the higher fat side because of all the nuts and the nut cheese, but it's still better than,
Once every now and then.
yeah, it's still better than having some highly processed oils or animal fat or anything like that. It's a much healthier version to the traditional lasagna. So we got the tomato sauce, and when you cut into this, it is very filling. For people that say the raw vegan diet is boring, my wife makes stuff, a whole bunch of different types of recipes. I have them on the website showing you all these different things. And that, and then one more layer of the basil, spinach basil. And most people wouldn't even know it's raw or even vegan if they tasted this, if you didn't tell them. You didn't tell them. And I'm just gonna eat it like this. If you wanted to warm it up, you could even put it in a dehydrator just to make it a little warmer, but the recipe doesn't call for that. The recipe said, look, just eat this just like this. Raw vegan lasagna. Look in the description for the recipe, and here's the noodles. Zucchini noodles instead of pasta. There you go. Look at that, everybody. Look at that. Raw vegan lasagna. Thanks for the treat. Alright. We're going to enjoy this now, and this little dash in the top. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful. Alright, some people might say they could put avocados in there, but you don't want to mess with it. You don't want to add even more fat. It's fine just the way it is. It's perfect. Try it. Recipes below. This is a great one. Put your comments and questions below.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.